Namaste and welcome. My name is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance, welcoming everyone to my channel with all my love and all my heart. To all my beautiful existing subscribers, thank you so much for all your love, your support, donations, and beautiful, beautiful energy that comes in my way. Thank you. Thank you so much for the positivity, for the love, for keeping the vibration high on the channel and for the community. I really do appreciate it. It's really heartfelt. I see that the comments are very uplifting, and I see you sharing parts of your journey and you're commenting on other people's comments. So there's that sense of community that comes in, and I absolutely feel blessed to have been a part and a facilitator for creating a community that allows us to express who we are and share openly without fear, without judgment, without criticism. So thank you so much for keeping this at high vibration. It reflects on your own energy, on your dreams and desires for your own self to reach higher levels of vibration. And if you're coming to my channel for the first time, thank you. Thank you. And if you like the content and you like how I present things, consider subscribing to the channel. So today, I'm bringing actually a beautiful reading here, and it is a life purpose. You know, I'm asked this question as a healer, as a guide, as a mentor. Hey Archana, I want to know what's going on in my life purpose. Am I on my path? What are some of the things I should be doing? How do I know I'm on my path? I see that from the first time I started the channel and I did that 555 video at the early stages. I was just such a small time person, and I didn't know that video that was taken literally in this backyard up there, just as if I'm talking to friends, like sharing that video with some of my friends, didn't know that it's going to hit home on so many people. And as I've been in the field of business and teaching and you know, a lot on the other side as faculty, and we have a certain way of doing things. So when I watched that video, I found myself being judgmental, like, oh, you know what? Look at how much I was saying, this is not how you should do the video, etc., etc. I was almost considering taking it out. And I saw these beautiful, beautiful energies and comments on that video sharing about how when one is speaking from the heart, that it is very heartfelt. I'm seeing these numbers. What should I do? So I'm here with this reading that was inspired and that was intuitively derived from my soul. And I've created a certain spread for us. So what I'm going to do is I'll timestamp, because it is going to be a long reading. I will timestamp every question that I'm asking Spirit. So some of you are in my sessions and courses, and when I announced this morning that I'll be doing the reading after our class, and they said, please include our higher self in your reading. And I've invited all your higher selves, even if you were not in my class. That is the intention I always set before every reading. So if your soul is guided to at that very moment in time, you're here, then it's meant for you. So I'll timestamp every question, but the whole reading I'm going to divide up in 3 big portions. So the first portion I'm going to look at is really how aligned are you with your life purpose? Okay, what are some of the challenges that are holding you back right now from aligning more with what your true life path and life purpose is? And then I'll look at what needs healing, what you can release, and what are some of the ways in which you can overcome these challenges, and what are some of the next steps for you to focus on. That completes the first part of the reading. I'll move all those cards away, and then I'll get into the second part of the reading, which is going to be, what are your gifts and talents? What are your strengths? Okay, how can you utilize your gifts and talents in the here and now in the third dimensional reality? Then I will look at what is your highest potential that's available to you, that you can tap into, that you can manifest once you're on your path. And then the third part of the reading is going to be, what are the messages from your guides, your higher self, your ancestors about your life purpose? and whatever will come up at that time. So that's how I'm going to structure this. Because it's a long video, that's why I wanted to give the introduction, so that way you can take it in piecemeal by piecemeal, chew on the information, let it settle in, or watch the whole thing at one go, let it ruminate, because many of you tell me it's a lot of information and they pause, they reflect, or they go back to the reading. So I want to make it easier on you, because it's very important, because I help people discover and come into their own alignment about the life purpose and the life path. So with that, let us begin. So the first part is, how well aligned are you with your life purpose right now? How well aligned are the people with their life purpose right now? How well aligned are the people with their life purpose right now? Thank you. How beautiful. Who are you? Who are you beautiful people here on my channel who are coming in? Whether you're coming in for the first time, who are you? I know some of you. So this I can see as a beautiful energy. How in alignment are you? I see that you're healing your heart. This is the heart chakra. I see that you're on a path of forgiveness, of discovering more. You're on the path of tapping into the energy of abundance, feeling abundance, financial abundance, emotional abundance, mental strength abundance, having an abundance of time. You're opening yourself up to the spiritual realm. I see that with the card number 22, that with this heart opening and the heart clearing that you're doing, you're releasing the pain, you're releasing the sadness, the grief, envy, jealousy. You're looking at those energies and saying, I have the gift of spirit. And you're taking these small steps. So when I said, who are you? There's the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is an earth energy. Anything of the earth realm is something that's slow and steady, because things take time to materialize. So you're taking slow and steady steps, slow but focused, slow but focused. So I love that. You are slowly progressing on the path of your life purpose. And the main part that you must remember right now is whether you're experiencing a lack, you're experiencing a loss, you're in grief, or you've just lost a job, a loved one, and you're kind of feeling a bit amiss. You're feeling like I'm adrift. Know that this is part of your clearing. You are on this path, and this person is walking bare feet. So I'm sensing that your guides are helping you to release that baggage, to go on that journey, okay, slow-footed, okay, so not with heavy baggage, helping you to release the baggage so you can come from a place of abundance. And that's where you're going to tap into your life purpose and your life path. I love that. The heart portal is where seat of the soul is. So source energy, a source energy resides in the heart. How deeply can we love ourselves? How deeply can we love ourselves? When we are able to love all aspects of ourselves, we exude that energy, we extend that energy. That's beautiful. Thank you, angels. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. All of you. I'm so happy about this. Now let's look at the second one. What is a challenge that's holding you back up here? That's a wonderful place. There's something that's holding you back. Perhaps where you're at is it's very slow and you want some movement. So we're going to look at what is a challenge that the people have. What's holding the people back, or a challenge? What's holding the people back? So the challenge, or what's holding you back, is this was card number 22, Heart Healing. What's holding you back is to you are reliving the past. You're reliving those scenarios of the past where you were hurt. You're reliving those pasts where you didn't receive the equal give and take. Okay, you gave, but you didn't receive. Or you are living from a place where you are unable right now to let go of the trauma that took place. You are unable to move forward from a relationship where you felt was the one, and you are thinking about that, or the job, or what happened at your workplace. Why did people behave a certain way? Why didn't I get the promotion that I wanted? So the suffering. So to leave one place of the pond and to enter the other asks of you to enter through the heart portal. When we enter through the heart portal, think of it as the energy of love. So everything that you're going to look at is going to be through the energy of love. Can we bring love to that situation? Can we honor and respect what had happened? That the trauma was there, that it was unfair, that you felt restricted, you felt limited, you felt humiliated, you felt ashamed, you felt guilty, you felt powerlessness, you felt oppressed. So all those energies first we acknowledge. From that place of acknowledgement, you can begin to take one step forward towards forgiveness, towards compassion, towards yourself, that I'm ready now to open my heart to more. If I open my heart to receive more joy and more love, I must empty what I already have in my hand, which is suffering. So that's where the challenge is right now. Okay? So if you can start to look at how suffering is coming in your life as a divine teacher, that it's teaching you the power of resilience, self-reliance, learning to step into your power, take responsibility for your own happiness, take responsibility for your life in the future. Where you are now is the result of what has taken place in the past, but where you're going in the future is going to be all about the energy that you hold now. So it's time to take responsibility, okay? This was the question on what's holding you back and what's the challenge. Part of it is, I do feel the word responsibility is coming. You're feeling overburdened. You're feeling that there are too many responsibilities placed on you, and you are in that place of suffering. Like, I can't do anything for my soul when I have responsibilities for A, B, and C. They all rely on me. Okay, so that's where I'm feeling like a bit of stuck energy, a bit of a challenge. That's why the progress is very slow, in your opinion. But I want to start with that you are exactly where you're meant to be. Okay, through this, there will be a time where you're going to begin to realize that all that I've taken on myself is really not fully my responsibility. What is it that I can do to release some of those responsibilities? And I also feel that some of the challenge is that you're needing to put in more boundaries. Okay, this is my time. I need this to meditate or to write or for self-care. I need to go for a walk in the garden. I need to go to the gym. I need to do this. Whatever that aspect that gives you alignment, that gives you fulfillment, whatever that is, take and carve out a time every day, whether it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And those 5 and 10 minutes is going to be your sacred time. You know, for those who can afford it for more, like 30 minutes to an hour, you're going to grow so much in your own heart energy because you are nourishing you. You're not waiting for someone else to say the good words to you, to cook for you, or to open the doors for you, or to provide for you financially or emotionally or any sort of support. You begin to rely on yourself. Self-reliance is a divine masculine quality. And as you honor the divine masculine quality, that I am going to honor myself and I am going to carve out this time. Yes, all this is responsible, but I won't be able to take care of anybody if I'm not existent. Therefore, I must fill my own cup first. Part of a challenge, part of your learning. okay? And I'm also seeing that some of you are having a challenge to feel inspired, to have a new start, to be a little bit more curious or youthful. Youthful not in age, but in your energy. Youthful energy is very bubbly, it's very inquisitive, curious, it's non-judgmental. But when we are coming from a place of suffering, a lot of judgments have already been set in place. Judgments that we have picked up from society while growing up, plus these circumstances that have created a lot of suffering. So it is time to kind of shake up that energy for you to start to take some steps forward. One of the quick things before I even look at and tell you what are some of the steps you can take, I am a healer and I'm a guide. So from here itself, I can give you a couple of things on what you can do to start to reconnect to the youthful energy and to find that passion again. First thing is to carve out some time for yourself. So like I said, start with something small, like 5 minutes a day. And then you say, okay, in a week, I'm going to give myself 30 minutes. Or in the week, I'm going to give myself an hour. Whatever you can. If you're coming from a place where I have zero time for myself, then take these steps as smaller increments. So for those of you who can take in more time, I would highly, highly encourage you to, in that free time, in the me time, start to infuse that with picking up a hobby, picking up like something online. You read, read about it. Like, hey, there's an art class. Hey, I've never drawn. I've never done that. Order, from Amazon your crayons or watercolors, something that doesn't have to be expensive, on paper. Begin to express yourself. Find something, some people want to go into sculpture class. Somebody wants to do that. Whatever time you can take out, start to. And I really feel it has to be some sort of that's what I'm picking up right now. I'm literally channeling. I'm really picking up from you that what's going to support you is going to be some sort of an art form. And one of the easiest things that I can always say is that's where I started my journey. I'm not an artist. Maybe I am. I don't know. I haven't tapped into that. But art is not what I do. And when I was on my healing journey, I remember my guide telling me that I must start to paint. And I'm like, paint? I've never painted. So I just said, okay, I'm going to start with watercolors and just like basic from the kids section. I picked up from Walmart, like those big sheets. And then I bought a big box of crayons. And then I would put on my music and I would just, one time I started the painting, whatever it was, whatever I felt like putting on the paper, and I was writing out the dates, and every day or every other day or once a week, whatever the time was, that became such a fun aspect that when I was going through this challenge of suffering, internal suffering, not able to see things from a higher perspective, aligning a lot with the energy of lack, of loss, of limited, that life is not so good, life is such a challenge, I'm exhausted, there's nothing to be excited about. The moment I started to do this, it started to fill and re-spark. Just like I have a spark here, it started to re-spark and reignite my spiritual energy. And I feel that's what is going to support you, and it's going to open up some new doors. Okay, so that's what I have as an advice, as a suggestion for you. Now let's look at the third question. What needs healing and release? Okay, so what needs healing and release? What needs healing and release? Okay, thank you, angels. So there are two distinct messages that are coming in. The first one is, with this suffering, what has stopped is that I told you that youthful energy, so there's a sense of restriction that has been created because of this suffering. So the joy guides, all locked in. You're not feeling blissful, joyful, excited, enthusiastic. that fun energy is missing. Fun is missing in your life. Fun and joy is not that predominant right now in your life. Like, you have to really work hard on it, is what I'm feeling. Okay. I'll come to this. So what you're bringing healing to is, we got the Star card, which is the card of healing. Okay. This is the card of healing. So I'm sensing here, and she's holding, in this particular deck, she's holding her hand on her heart, and she has looking up into the stars, into the heavens, and there's a string attached to the central star, central sun, the source energy. And what the angels are saying over here is, what are your heart's desires? What is it that your heart wants? Sit with yourself. What is it that you want for yourself? How do you see your life? Not from what is. How do you perceive your new life? If you were given that chance, what is it that your deepest heart's desire is? Hold that in your heart. Have faith. Release that into the universe. So you're bringing healing in by accepting that this suffering took place, acknowledging it. And then you're coming from a place of, I'm not going to allow the suffering to continue on in the future. Today, in this moment, I'm going to choose joy. I'm going to choose my own happiness. I'm the creator of my life. I choose me. So you begin to unlock as you take these small steps, those 5 minutes, the half hour. Do something with artwork, something, anything. My mind will be limited. You will know what is it that you're drawn to, or what is it that you feel inspired towards. Honor that. And you don't have to invest too much with money. Small. You can start something small. And let that expression, and as we are doing the artwork, again, second tip, as we are doing any sort of artwork, especially today, art is coming big. Okay, anything. You can choose drawing, coloring, but don't choose something where you have mandalas and then you color within the lines. I don't want line coloring for you. My recommendation for you is free form. Free form, whatever your heart feels like. You want to put blue with the yellow, and somebody says you can't color on this. So there's nobody. Nobody is telling you that this is how it should be done, that this is you. This is what you want to put on paper. This is what you want to express. When you allow for that, you move the energy, the emotional energy. Okay, this suffering is creating a block in the heart. That's where you're at. And this block in the heart could have come from traumas in the sacral energy, emotional, because I am seeing emotional. So there's a lot of sacral energies, two polar energies that I'm picking up here. A lot of sacral trauma, okay, sexual trauma, emotional trauma, abuse, for sure. I'm picking that up. Doesn't mean for all. I'm saying I'm picking that up very strongly in the collective. So, or a blockage in the emotions where you didn't get a chance to express. And the moment you'll begin to start to express and write and draw, more than write, draw. Draw is what I'm feeling. Draw meaning draw, paint, what I told you about art. It also helps to move the energy. As it helps to move the energy, you begin to tap into the lighter frequency, higher vibration of joy and happiness. Okay, so that's what your guides are saying. Okay, I'll talk about the second message, and it's also talking about it's time to choose peace, emotional balance. So this soul part, I told you we're starting with the heart, and I was picking up emotional energy, and that's what this is. This is almost feels like the Ace of Cups. When you're seeing this, it's saying it's time to be a little bit more flexible, to be a little bit more fluid. Allow harmony and peace. So choose peace. If peace means you don't need to have the last word, choose peace. Say, I choose peace for me. And I want to resolve this conflict that I have within me. And as you begin to give yourself these moments of joy, releasing these wishes into the universe and having faith that what you're putting out into the universe that's coming from your heart will manifest. It is. going to manifest. You must have faith in it. That's what you're being asked. The second distinct message that I was receiving here is talking about surrendering your addiction. So the first, going hand in hand with this, is addiction is when we are connected to something or a subject or a person or a substance, and we are consistently unable to get out of the loop. Okay, that's how I define as addiction. So you could be addicted to negative thinking about that suffering. Life is bad, and you end up, if somebody says, how was life? This happened, and it's all in the low vibration of all the pain, all the challenges, so we are consistently, we are repeating that pattern. We are repeating that energy. We're not able to look up from that. So part of your lesson is to release that energy. This is what we are asking to release. The second distinct energy is that through this suffering, whatever that suffering is, you might have picked up certain habits and certain, could be addicted to substances, food, people, sex, overworking. And what has happened is that has created a lot more fogginess, and it has kept you in a lower vibration energy, okay, of codependency, wanting to have that drug or wanting to have a person, codependency, or overindulgence in sex, overindulgence in alcohol, all of that, right? Or overworking, you're drowning yourself in that. So you have restricted the free-flowing emotional energy because you didn't want to feel the pain. Some of you, I feel like you've taken on this path to avoid the trauma, because the trauma was a lot, and to not feel that, it was a shock, soul shock. To not feel that soul shock again, you picked up these habits as a defense mechanism, and now you're ready to take the step. You're ready to bring healing in. That's what's coming forth. Okay? Thank you, angels. The fourth one is how to overcome the challenges. What are some ways in which people can overcome these challenges? How can the people overcome the challenges? What are some of the ways? Thank you. What are some of the ways in which people can overcome these challenges? Thank you. How beautiful. So the first message that's coming is the Three of Cups here, and it's talking about celebration, joy, happiness, support. Start to connect with people, maybe search for some support groups. There are many out there, many. There's so much beautiful support in the universe and in the world that there are others who are going through something similar, may not be exact. So when someone has overcome something, maybe it's an addiction, or maybe it's the same sort of suffering or similar sort of a trauma, how did they overcome it? What did they do to do that? And that creates like a safe space for people to speak. So one of the ways in which you can begin to overcome these challenges of suffering and to find that inspiration is to connect with your soul tribe, to connect with people, and you'll be drawn to them. Once you set the intention and release it, that I want to connect with people who will support me on my journey of healing and on this journey of releasing the suffering, because I want to bring healing to my heart. I want to be more happy. I want to be more joyful. I want to live an abundant life. I want to come from a place of peace and not really the chaos and the conflict. I want to come from that wonderful place. So once you release those aspects into the universe will respond in beautiful ways. Okay, so I see for you, one of the things is to find these moments, and what I mentioned about, the art, it's going to help you to shift the energy, feel inspired. Maybe you decide to join an online course, something that's not very expensive, and through that you meet other people, and then you start to discuss on, this is what happened, and that's how there's a lot that's going to help you with healing of your heart. I do feel that. Okay, that's one. Then it came is money. So I do feel that for some of you, there are power struggles. that you've experienced a lot of power struggles in your life. There's a lot of imbalance in power. Maybe you felt powerless. Maybe you felt like people who had more authority, more money, were in positions of power. They drowned your voice. They didn't let you speak up, and you weren't able to come from your authentic self. So I am feeling like it is time to bring in healing. One of the steps is literally like healing has come in. Card number 66. And when you're talking about healing, healing can come from many different ways. One is like literally like artwork, like what I mentioned. It's going to be that. Perhaps you can go to an energy healer. You can work with a guide. You can work with support groups, okay? You can choose what's important for you, okay? Some people are drawn to psychologists. Some people are drawn to therapists. Some people are drawn to spiritual guides. Some people are drawn to community work. Some are drawn to Reiki, Pranic healing. You've got magnetic resonance. You've got quantum healing. There's so many beautiful modalities out there. This is something that will help you. This will help you. So start to put your intentions that's what you're looking for. You're looking to connect, to bring healing in. I'm ready. What is it that I need, dear God? What is it that I need as the next step to bring healing in? I'm ready. I'm ready now. The moment you say I'm ready now and you release that energy into the universe, the right person, the right thing, or a right group, or a right something will begin to pop up and show up in your reality. Okay? That's another way that you can start to overcome these challenges. Then I'm feeling also that some of you have struggled with the energy of abundance, and specifically financial abundance. Okay, so you felt like a lack and loss, and you felt restricted because there wasn't enough money. Maybe you had to give a lot to others monetarily to support other people, and you've come now from a place of lack. Perhaps it's generational, it's ancestral, how your parents were, where you grew up, what was the conversations around money. It is time to bring some healing with relation to how you view money. How do you view money? Okay, so I do feel it's important because I'm picking up lack mentality over here, which is not surprising because when we are in the energy of suffering, I always felt like I wasn't good enough, and I'll never have the money that I wanted. People won't pay me what I want, etc., etc. Right? So, but because when you're feeling in the energy of low self-worth, low self-esteem, because I am sufferer, I have suffered, and it's not fair. Things happen, good things happen to other people, but good things don't happen to me. So those repetitive, I didn't realize that these were the subconscious patterning, and this was my inner dialogue. I'm wearing blue. Blue represents our throat chakra, and throat chakra is our communication with the angelic realm, a communication with the self. Before I even tell you about communication with other people, the communication with your inner self is very important. And my inner critic was very high. It's very critical and judgmental towards myself. Okay? I was harsh. I set very firm boundaries. You didn't do this, Archana. That's not good enough. It's not okay. You gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go. So my own inner divine masculine was very hard on the divine feminine within. That was saying, I'm trying my best, but I can't do this. But we must. Otherwise, people will not respect me. People will not do this. So you must, Archana, move. You've got to do this. You've got to do this. So that also taps into the yellows. There were 2 yellows here. That's our solar plexus, home of the own inner divine masculine, about boundaries, about realizing what's right for you. Okay? So I do feel that place that you are in, or you should be considering, I will look at what's the focus, but already feels like a focus here, that you need to tap into. Not create abundance. Abundance already exists. So begin to start doing healing work, attending meditations, doing whatever you're called to, like I mentioned before. And it's going to specially open up your financial flow. When we come from an abundant place, we recognize that yes, we're worthy of all these material goods and all this material health. I'm not being materialistic. I'm not being greedy. It's important for me to have a good life, for me to be able to support the people, that if this, I was freed from this energy of, I don't know, I don't have it. Will I be able to pay the bills? Will I be able to do this? To a place of, I'm free, I can have fun, I can support others, I can give money to charities. So it comes from a place of ease. So you're more able to step into your life purpose and life path as there is greater flow and ease in your life. So I do feel that it's important to also see where you're investing your money and your time. Perhaps it's time to invest in yourself. Okay? That would be something. Okay? So there's a lot of divine helpers around you. You're in denial about some of the things in your life. So it's start to really be honest, and that's always the part of soul life path and life purpose in our lives. When we deny ourselves what is, because the ego says if we say yes, which makes me a bad person, you will be a bad person. If you ask for money, you will be a bad person if you do this, because that's what you heard when you were growing up. What have you denied yourself? What is it that feels, the inner child feels denied? Was it the voice? Was it the self-expression? Was it the freedom to be who you are? It's time to bring healing in to that. It'll improve your finances. It's going to improve your relationships. It's definitely with the energy of 6-6. It's going to improve your balance between the spiritual and your physical realm. Okay, thank you. What should you focus on? That's the next question. What should you focus on next? What should you focus on as the next step? What should you focus on as the next step? What should you focus on as the next step? Okay, thank you, angels. So as your next step, what your focus should be on, or that's what the guidance is coming in. Let's have a look at what's coming up here. The moon. Okay. Moderation, moon, grief, grounding. And what is this mystery card? Beautiful. Card number 44. Oh, we got a lot of double digits here. We got the energy of 226644 right here. You may be seeing the numbers 444, 222. Well, 2222. 66. A lot of twos. You must be seeing a lot. Oh, here's another sixth one. So 666. 2222. 444. Your focus. I talked about the grief that you've experienced, the sadness you've experienced, in the suffering. You're understanding that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So divine teachers, start to focus on what is bringing grief, what was that suffering, and you're going to bring in healing to your heart chakra, okay? So it's time to face the fears. What should you focus on? The moon is your soul. If the moon is the divine feminine energy, whether you're male or female, is to look at what are my fears? Where are they grounded? Where are they stemming from? Where do I feel a sense of lack? So start to evaluate, start to also connect with the moon cycles. Full moons is a time for giving complete, we're opening up and we are giving gratitude to the fullness. And new moons are the time to plant new seeds, to plant new intentions into the universe. And that way you can get into the rhythmic cycle of the universe, and you're not fighting the universe, you're going with the flow. So going with the flow with the divine feminine energy is important. If you've been stuck on some things, you've been wanting some things, if your inner divine masculine has been very pushy, then it's time to allow your divine feminine energy of receptivity. Let's see the feelings. How do we feel about it? Many times we say, oh my God, that's just like all this juju stuff about the feelings. Like, let's not get into it. We won't get anything. But feelings are the ones that are going to guide you. That's your navigation system. You were given that emotional body. That's That's what was in the subconscious. That's what came, the Ace of Cups, emotional healing. And that's where it's coming. Focus on emotional healing. Focus on what are the emotions? What are your reactions? Where do you get your nervous activations, like, oh, let's gather the army, oh my God, walls up, it's time for all the defense mechanisms, I am in threat mode. What is it that makes you feel threatened? Okay, so start to really work on this. It's going to help you. Okay, that's 2. Third is for people, those who are on the addictions, it's time to bring in some moderation in your life. Moderation between work and home, moderation between the spiritual and the physical. If we've been doing a lot of work, it's time to take some time out and bring in spirituality. And it's talking about awareness here. This is the third eye. Okay, this is the third eye. So start to become very aware of your thoughts in the present moment. Every time you get into anxiety mode, or you get into the mode of, I'm thinking about the past, or my God, I don't know, I've got this exam, I've got this big presentation, it's happening there. We cannot do anything once what's already happened has happened. The trauma, the thing has happened. Now the trigger response is coming in because it's going back to the past or thinking about a future. So you want to gather your resources and bring yourself in the present moment. So practice presence. So for sure, I feel it's very important that it's important for you to start meditating on a regular basis. Okay, so it's important. Because it's going to bring you back into the present moment, and it'll help you to take charge of your life in the now. Change your thoughts in the now. See what the emotions are saying, seeing what needs to be addressed now. Okay, so that's what is should be your next focus. That's what I'm picking up. The final message over here, and this will close our first part of the reading. Oh my gosh, that's a long one. Is grounding. You need a lot of grounding. Grounding is when we are connecting with the energy of the earth, when we are anxious about things, when we are lost in the thoughts of the future, of the past. We are disconnected from the physical. We are disconnected from the physical body. We are disconnected from where we are in the present moment. This is the energy of awareness, and this is also talking about stability. So ground yourself in nature. This person started off with that walk, with a absolutely bare feet. So try to connect with natural element, nature, earth on a regular basis. It's going to support you. It's going to bring you to the present moment. And it also helps you to tap into the infinite abundance source. So those would be your steps forward. Now we're going to go into the second part of the reading, which is going to be about your gifts and how you can use them. Now let's do the second part of the reading, where I'm looking at first is, what are your gifts? What are your talents? What are your strengths? Let's have a look. Wow. Oh, wow. This is amazing. This is so beautiful and so amazing. You're so gifted. You are so gifted. Only if you could see what I'm seeing here. I hope you see what I'm seeing, and you can see through my eyes. You have this, with that whole moon energy and everything that you've gone through as a suffering, that was part of your life purpose and life plan. I don't want to say purpose, that was part of your life path. That was that was meant to happen, that was meant to occur a certain way. Because you have this huge gift of inner guidance. Your intuitive ability, your psychic abilities are very, very high. You may not recognize it, you may not honor it, you may not follow it. but it doesn't mean you don't have it. It is your gift. Watch and see where in your life where you get like a gut instinct, you know what, I'm not getting a great feeling about it. You may have still gone and did something, but you got an inner knowing. There was a feeling, there was an instantaneous, it bypassed all the logic. You just had a feeling about it. Your intuition is very, very strong. You're very intuitive. A lot of words here again. Okay. That's a popping third eye, ability to perceive energy. You have the ability to perceive energy. Some of you may be able to see things. You may be able to sense things. You may be able to hear things. Okay. Yeah, I'm picking that up a lot. Okay. That's what I'm picking. You have a lot of awareness. Okay. You do have a lot of awareness. You have the gift of awareness. You have the gift that you can perceive things from a higher perspective. And you also have an innate gift of trust. Meaning people find it easy to trust you. You're trustworthy. You give off the vibes of being trustworthy. That's great gift. That's a talent. That's a strength that you have. You have a great gift of, you have a lot of compassion. You feel things at a deep level. You are an empath. You pick up energy and you nurture people from your heart. It is a gift. Okay? It is a gift. And you do that with the heart, and you felt you've suffered a lot because you were nurturing and people took advantage of you. Okay? But you also have the gift, and it is your strength, and I'm here to remind you because I feel some of you have forgotten this gift. A very strong masculine energy of the magician. You are a very powerful creator. We all are, but the ones I'm tapping into right now, you have the gift to, the word I will not use is manipulate. You have the gift to mold energy to whatever you want. You have a strong will. It may be dormant right now, but you have it in you. It is a gift, okay? It must be activated. I'm picking that up. You put your intention, you put your heart, you put your mind to it, you can make manifest your dreams, okay? You have that gift, which means you are a ultimate creator. You are an ultimate creator. You envision it and you can make it happen. You envision it, dream it, put all your focused energy on it with your emotional energy and you make it happen. That's why part of your life purpose involves right now on clearing your emotional body, because the emotional body, once it's getting a lot of healing, the energy can flow more into the third eye because you're naturally very gifted. You're a psychic. You are gifted with psychic abilities. You're gifted with strong manifesting abilities. Not only would you be able to manifest your heart's desire once it's aligned with the greatest will and the greatest good for all. The moment you come from the greatest good for all, your manifestations are going to take on a whole new level, okay? You have the gift to be able to move with change. You do. You do have the gift, and I'm seeing the orange here. And you have this gift and you have the strength. Today I'm feeling the strength. You have the strength to overcome that past trauma, that suffering, to release the ultimate, to release yourself from the holds and allow yourself to be joyful. And your mantra is, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. You've been in this stuck energy for a while in the past. You have the ability to bring about the change, and you have the strength, the courage, the resilience, the willpower to go forth and release the past and embrace something new. You have that. It's your gift. It's a talent. Okay. You also have the gift. Wow, this is like massive, both masculine and divine feminine energy. I feel like you're some people who can balance out the masculine and the feminine energies and create an inner harmony and inner union where when you take action, there's no stopping you. And then you hold back, you listen in to the intuitive, your divine feminine energy, and you work together because you've got the gift of initiation. And there's a diamond there. So it's like I'm sensing a diamond body. You're like a diamond. Okay, diamond in the rough is what I'm hearing right now. So all these lessons and everything that was taking place was chiseling you for your greatest and the brightest shine, right? The greatest clarity, the greatest shine that comes in from the diamond. I also feel with the card of initiation, I feel like when you initiate something, not only do you initiate a change for yourself, you set into motion changes for other people around you. So humanity as such will be able to benefit a lot with your ability to take action, ability to go forth where no person has gone before, ability to be able to conjure up energy, to recognize and understand the power of the universe, the universal powers, the unseen realm, the occult. Okay, the one that is unseen, you're tapping into your ability to tap into the unseen realm and go into the depth. Remember, your next focus was, go back to that part because I remember it. It said moon as your next energy, like focus on the moon. Moon is, I said, divine feminine, is to dive deep into the depths of the ocean, the going deep into the depths of the ocean to pull back up and come back with these pearls, with these gems, with these golden nuggets, and you can make things manifest from deep within your soul. Deep soul wisdom is what I'm picking up. You are deeply connected to your higher self, and that is a gift, my friend, and that is a powerful gift to have, that when you speak, when you communicate, when you walk, when you cook, when you do anything, you are embodying more of your higher self. Once you begin to clear out your emotional body, you're going to be coming from a more soul aligned place. That is a gift that you possess. Okay. You also possess the gift of ambition. Okay. You got the Capricorn energy, the gift of ambition, meaning a very strong yang masculine energy is present in you. That when you put your mind to something, you are very dedicated and focused. That is a gift that you have. You may sometimes get frustrated and give up because you really want it to happen and it's not happening at the pace you want it to. And that's where the energy of trust had come in. I remember talking about trust at that point. But you have the gift that I can create this big dream and I'll go after my dreams, okay? Which requires the power of manifestation. And at this time, your life purpose involves for you to tap in a lot with your divine feminine energy, male or female, to clear out the emotional energy, to clear out the traumas of the past, so that you can come in from that ultimate emotional fulfillment place. And when you come from that and you manifest from that, I can't even begin to see what's going to open up for you. So you definitely have this gift, and you also have the ability to, take step 1, step 2, step 3, and that's why we saw the Knight of Pentacles in the center. Slow and steady, but you're going to get there. You've set the intention for emotional healing. You've set the intention that I'm on my path. What's opening up? So your life purpose and life path definitely involves helping people to manifest, helping people to navigate through change. Your life path and life purpose involves coming from a place of nurturance and compassion. Your life path and life purpose talks about the sands of time, about planting the seeds and being patient with it. It involves teaching to others, showing to others. Your life path and life purpose involves for you to spend time alone, and also to recognize and allow and empower others to do the same. Okay, to connect to their higher self. Your life path and life purpose is the energy of initiation into the highest version of you. Now, for all of you, it's going to show up in a different way. And that brings me to the next question, which is, how can you utilize these gifts? Let's have a look at that. Note that this is a general reading. If you want to do a soul path and soul purpose reading for your own self, you can look at the details below this video. It's in the description box of how you can book a reading with me. I have been specializing in doing soul purpose reading. Specializing meaning it's one of the things that I love to do. It's just amazing. You can book one with me if you are so called to. Okay, so let's have a look at how the people can utilize their gifts. I saw the 8 of Wands come. Definitely communicate. I knew this one would come. I just knew it. Okay. How can you utilize this gift? These gifts that you have. So the first part is to start bringing in healing from that survival mentality. To start to bring in healing on coming out of lack and victim mentality through suffering. Okay, so that's how you begin to utilize. You begin to help yourself first. You bring that healing into the self because you're meant to share that with others. Okay, I do feel that's one of the important parts on how you're going to be able to utilize your strength and your talent. Okay, and I also feel once you begin to do that, remember, I'll also look at what's going to open up as the greatest part. You'll be helping others to survive these challenges, helping others to overcome these difficulties. Okay, so how you can utilize this gift is to start to pay attention to the signs that you are seeing, okay, as the universe is communicating with you. Continue to see from the eyes of lens of love, because that's what I'm seeing over here. And also support. I talked about 3 of Cups over there as support, right? So one of the things you can do that is to start to offer support to others and engage in or come together in some support groups, because that's going to be important. And you can begin to start to speak about it. You can podcast, you can write, you can blog, you can become part of some groups, you can lead groups, you can create, some structures around that. So start support structures and support groups is important. It's going to help you to take these next steps towards your life purpose. Okay. Then it talks about that how you can utilize your gift is, again, all of this is really talking about the self. I'm really feeling like the first steps are going to be all about self-healing before your life purpose can fully bloom into. There's an emotional healing that needs to take place that I'm picking up very strongly for this new beginning to happen. I'm really feeling that you're needing to have more self-respect, self-value, self-belief, and self-trust, so that you can come from a place of independence where you feel free, the financial freedom. Okay, so use your gifts of intuition and your ability to manifest. Remember, we saw that your ability to manifest is there. That's your ability, that's your gift. Use your ability to manifest the abundance, manifest the strength through the power of your thoughts. So one of the key things that will help you with the power of your thought is going to be, I can manifest love and respect when I love and respect myself. So start to put the energy of respect, that I respect myself. I honor myself to say no. I honor myself to do this. And that's what you can begin to manifest, and you tap into the higher realms for that. Okay. I do feel that is how you can utilize your gift right now, is to maybe bringing healing with self-respect and respect, because you may be struggling with people not respecting you. Okay. Begin to respect yourself. Start to take steps that make you feel good and that fire you up. Okay, that's important. Then I feel like how you can utilize these amazing gifts of nurturance, compassion, and initiation through your intuition. You're going to be able to pick up through these groups what is it that people need. You're going to be able to sense the pulse of the group, sense and pulse of what the energy is, where people are lacking, because you've done the healing, you've gone through that healing journey. Okay, so this is again says instigation. This one also talked about initiation. You have a lot of wisdom. Okay, and I'm also feeling like some of you have deep connection with trees. So maybe connect to the wisdom of the trees. It's going to awaken something within you. Maybe do something for the environment. Okay, maybe you'll be this lighthouse for the environment. And I'm feeling like you have a pioneering spirit, meaning you're not afraid to go into the dark. You're not afraid to go into the depths of those emotions. You have a pioneering spirit, and that's what it's saying, that you have the strength of bravery. So sometimes where you're feeling afraid of doing something, find that courage, tap into that inner warrior within you, knowing that you have this master magic manifesting abilities, knowing that you have the gift of persistence and the gift through the Capricorn energy of being ambitious. I am ambitious. I'm putting this out there. I'm going to do what it takes. I'm dedicated. I'm going to use my masculine energy to do that. Okay. So what else I'm feeling over here is that be brave. And whatever guidance and signs you're getting, start to take steps towards it. As we take steps towards what our intuition and guidance is saying, we get more in tune with our higher self. We get more in tune with our blueprint. We get more in tune with what our life purpose really is. Life purpose really, we get to know, is at the end of life. But all these steps, these missions, these things that you're called to, that bring you happiness, that bring you joy, are all these seeds that you are working towards your greatest life purpose. Okay, so I feel first is finding that independence. Surviving from codependency, releasing yourself from codependency is a part of your life plan, life path. Respect. Commanding respect requires you respect yourself. Not through words, you respect yourself, then you don't need to exert and ask and demand others to respect you. They will respect your time, they will respect your energy. Okay, that's what I'm picking up over here. We got the Ace of Earth. Start new. Start to take grounded action with all those. Go back into that part of the reading where I said, what are your next steps? Start to take action steps here and now. What is the first step you're doing towards it? Okay, so that is how you can begin to utilize these amazing gifts that you already have. All right, now we're going to look at what is the greatest timeline that's going to open up as you're utilizing these gifts and you continue to bring healing in. Let's have a look. Angels, I want to see what is the highest potential for the people once they are on their path, on their life path. Once they get on this path, what is the highest potential that's going to be available for the people? Highest potential. Highest potential. Highest potential for the people. There's my terminated Vogel crystal, and I'll show you. So your highest potential as you get on your path is, this double came out. So we'll start with this. This is the Two of Wands. As you get on the path, that's what this message is. As you make that choice that I choose this healing, I choose to let go of the past suffering, I choose to step into my heart's desire, and I'm going to address grief, I'm going to address how I view money, how I'm going to address this, right? As you begin to honor and clear out the emotions surrounding that, you made a choice, right? You made a choice. You are going to be clearing out these contracts, these debts that you feel, the commitments where you felt restriction, where you felt challenges. It's going to be a thing of the past, because there comes the bravado, there comes the warrior guides, there's going to be a lot of support. You're going to reach to that destination, okay, where you're feeling afraid, like, I don't know, this has been an uphill. So that's wonderful. Bravado, that is like, wow, you're reaching a pinnacle, you're reaching a place where your guides, these I'm sensing like your guides are applauding you, like you could do this. This is amazing. You're doing amazing. So you're reaching a point, a pinnacle point in your life where you're not feeling overburdened. You're not feeling responsible. You're feeling like a sense of freedom. Okay. You're feeling a sense of freedom. So your greatest timeline potential is the Empress. That's the first energy that came out. Empress is fertility. It's growth. It's abundance. It's nurturance. It's care. It's very, very abundant energy. Okay, it's a very, very abundant energy. It grows and nourishes all dreams and all things that are meant to be birthed here. So your highest potential is going to come to a place of fertility, to a place of abundance, to a place of expansion, to a place of freedom. Okay, so this person, the Empress, does not come from a place of lack, comes from a place of abundance. So financial abundance, emotional abundance, relationship abundance, happiness, joy, loving connections coming in. That's a beautiful potential to have. Then I'm also seeing that one of the highest potentials that you're reaching is, wow, look at that third eye popping. We've only seen upper chakra cards up here. This is your mind. You're opening your mind to greater perception because you are. It's your gift. Your gift is that you're intuitive. We saw that. It's your gift. Your gift is that you're a highly intuitive person, male or female. You're going to be able to have a very expanded sense. Some of you may have absolutely major third eye chakra activations where it's fully open and you can see all, and you come from this. To me is already feeling like psychic ability. You could be clairvoyant, but this can come in through clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, different clair abilities. Okay, so I'm seeing that you're going to be very open to receive, open to new ideas. You're open to the light and the dark. You're not judging. So I'm seeing a lot of flexibility, and I'm also seeing that you're going to come from a place of great imagination where you felt like kind of restricted, a writer's block, artist block, or you're just feeling blocked. Now you're coming from a very expanded sense. That's amazing. You're learning a lot. That's a lot of growth. All this is going to be of the past. And one of your highest potentials is, and I'm showing you my crystal, is clear quartz clarity. Finally, clarity coming into your mind, into your life, and truly discovering, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be podcasting. I'm going to be working with women. I'm going to be working with youth. I'm going to be working with men. I'm working with people with this health issue. I'm working with people with this mental health. I'm working with people with this support. Something's going to open up. Or you're working in this music industry and I want to bring this in up here. You're going to know precisely based on what your talents are, individual talents, on how this life purpose will expand and open. Okay, so but you're going to get clear-cut clarity. This is it, clear-cut. You're going to know where you're headed. And I love that. That's beautiful. Final part of the message. Oh my God, a long reading. It's okay. The final part of the message is going to be messages coming in from your spirit guides about your life purpose and your life path. Let's have a look. Now to the final part of the reading where I'm going to look at messages coming in from your guides about your life purpose. I will shuffle all of it offline, and because the reading is getting very long, so I also have to edit those portions where I'm shuffling to kind of keep it easier for me to upload it. Okay, so these are the decks right here all ready, just right now. I'm going to get them all out and then we'll go into it. All right, this is so beautiful from your spirit guides. The big message that's coming is it's really to slow down in your life, is to slow down that pace of go, of overworking yourself with the root chakra. You're working too hard on creating safety and stability. So it's to come from an abundant place and not to look at, again, the lack mentality. Okay, you are worthy. You are worthy because you exist. You're a divine being. So tap into that energy of self-worth, self-esteem, and know that you are lovable. Know that you're worthy of all the riches, of all the beauty, of all the love, all the happiness, joy, and ease. That suffering was a great teacher, but I'm choosing joy now. I'm choosing ease. I'm choosing flow, okay? You don't need to prove yourself. So it's time to slow down a little bit. What your guides are saying. We got the slow down energy. Lots of fours again here. And again, there's a great emphasis with the moon energy, divine feminine energy. Connect with the full moons and the new moons. Time to, when you feel tired and exhausted, maybe you feel tired around full moons, okay? Take time out, recharge your batteries, and retreat, because you must honor the feminine energy. It's when you are sleeping, when you're resting and taking care of yourself, like that energy that we saw of the Empress, right? Your highest potential. An Empress is someone who's supporting and nurturing the dream in the womb, right? So just like that, it's your dream, your inner child. You don't need to be on the go. You don't need to prove yourself. Relax, breathe, come into the now. Your angels are saying, breathe, come into the present moment. Relax and enjoy and live your life from passion. We got live with passion. And that was first challenge that came in, was the Page of Wands, which is an invitation to open up to our passion energies. And that will open up as you heal the emotional body, okay? Archangel Michael, some of you are connecting strongly with Archangel Michael and freeing yourself, okay? So for some of you, actually for a lot of you, I'm picking up that you've time to take care of yourself. This says adorn the temple, meaning be very loving towards your body. So there've been a lot of body shaming, judgments towards the body. The body's not feeling good. It doesn't look good. It's not performing. I'm seeing all of that. But with here, all these beautiful jewels and the peacock feather, and I'm seeing this light. It's just when you bring light to this physical temple, which holds your spirit, you begin to honor the first thing that you were given in the physical realm when you came to earth, the physical body. And you have all the wisdom that exists within the body through your emotions, through what you're feeling, how you're feeling. So when you begin to pay attention, which is what you can do when you're resting and recharging, you gain a lot more next step. It will help you to stabilize. It will help you to deepen your connection to the earth. This is the first chakra. So I'm sensing a lot of chakra healing, a lot of work on your root chakra, which came, a lot of grounding energy had come in, meaning that you're feeling imbalanced. So start to see, and that's the first physical thing. So taking time out, doing things that you like, honoring yourself, breathing, coming into the present moment. And as you begin to gather your energy, you begin to come from a place of love, you come from a place of groundedness, and then you can birth the dreams. Okay. Then your guides are saying here that, wow, to merge with the light and ignite the keys and codes. We got the ascension energy. We got 27 ascension flames from the unicorn deck. What this is feeling like is that do a lot of meditations if you can. When I say a lot, I don't mean like length. I mean on a regular basis. Connect with the light within. Connect with, you can just simply even sit and just stare at the flame. Know that because 3 messages of this is soul flame, this is talking about light, and here is the light again. So as you connect with the light, you're going to recognize and feel the divine light within you. I'm feeling like that's a big thing. It's going to ignite some codes and keys about your abilities, and it's going to open up a lot more creativity. That's what I'm picking up. I don't know anything more about this. That's what I'm picking up very strongly. And then because I saw the flames, let me talk about the first energy, and it says Radha and it says soul flame. So some of you may be twin flames, you may be connecting with a soul partner who's going to enter your life. But for most, what I'm picking up, the big message is rediscover that lost part of you, rediscover that feminine energy, and there is that sacredness, okay? Experiencing relationship harmony and healing. So healing, relationship, it's a very big message on your life purpose. You are healers and you are natural light workers. You naturally bring healing with whatever you do. Whatever the activity you do, it does not matter what you do, but you're bringing healing wherever you go. So the more you align with your inner flame, the more you align with your inner light and connect with the divine light source, you're bringing that energy into the space and impacting the environment and bringing that big healing into the world. You have this bear spirit, and bear spirit surrounds you. During those cold moments, during those winter seasons, and during the hibernation, that there's a lot of healing that takes place when things are not on the go. You're meant to know that, okay? Then there's a lot of growth. Remember, we saw the suffering card, which looked like the person was crouching down. This is the third ray. You may be seeing the numbers 333. Remember, I said 222, 444, and 6s. And I'm also seeing activation of the number 3. Third ray of creative intelligence is activating with all these butterflies, that through these suffering, you're going to open up to a new way, new pathway. You're going to transform that lower vibrational energy. You're going to bring healing in to the fractured and the hurt parts of you, and you're going to free yourself. I'm seeing that as a slow process, like you'll take one step, then another, and then before you know it, you're flying. Okay, that's what I'm seeing with a lot of creativity. You have a lot of creative energy that is latent, that is in you. So, but go easy. This is meant to be a process of opening. And the final message that I have here is that from your guides is heaven on earth. New earth, spirit and matter, 5th dimension with a square here. You are a healer. You're bringing healing to the planet. You are part of your big mission is to be, not to create, yes, to be the embodiment of heaven on earth. You are heavenly, angelic being here on earth. And as you carry and move from that presence of, I am the embodiment of heaven, I'm embodying all the qualities of heaven, and I'm living here on earth. I'm coming from a place of love. All I can pour is love, because that's what I am. And through that comes out love, through that comes out expression, through that comes out creative, expressive form. You are blessing the earth. You are helping the planet. You are helping other life forms. You are helping all life forms. I didn't just say human beings. You're helping life forms, and you're helping humanity come and ascend from place of suffering to a place of love, to a place of fifth dimension, which is the energy of love, peace, harmony, and understanding. That is the purpose, your life purpose, that I am picking up here. So this has been a long reading. I'll be editing, so I'll cut out the shuffling parts. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. And if you've been here all this way for this over an hour, 15-minute reading, bless you. May this unfold in the best way for you. Like I said, if you want a personal reading, you can reach out to me. May all of you be blessed. It is my heart's desire and wish that all of you ascend to the fifth dimension and come from a place of abundance, prosperity, happiness, and joy. May they be yours in this lifetime. Thank you. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.